Now we've been joined by Fidet Okhiria, who is the managing director of the Nigeria Railway Corporation, to bring us up to speed on the war on strike and efforts being made to address the workers' grievances. I want to say a very, very big thank you to you, and thank you for joining us here on Newsday. Let's start it off from the last statement from the union, which states that the Railway Corporation workers' salaries are some of the poorest in the public service here in Nigeria. True or false?
Good afternoon, Nigerians. Good afternoon, my colleagues in Railway. I think it's not time to argue whether it's the poorest or the highest. I know we are key into Nigerian government salary structure because they take the 100% the bill of railwaymen, and both the management union board and the ministry are working assiduously to see how we can better the welfare and enhance the allowances of our rail workers. So that's where we are before the strike, and that's why we are continuing to talk to the union to see reason why they should at least share their sword and let's go back to work and continue from where we stop.
But is this not the particular attitude that has brought us to where we are right now, whereby the plight of those workers have been dismissed?
You've been in this country, and thank God, Arise could be interested in taking on to railway managing director. There was a time no pressman would care about what happened in railway. If this present government has not taken to that level that everybody wants to talk to people working in railway, talk to the MD in railway, which means they are doing something positive, and which means there is something worth celebrating. I've been in this system, I know where we are coming from. I don't want to go back to that type of life. At least we are able to pay our salary as from when due, while we continue to negotiate and get a better life. It's not the same. I was here when we were owed 9 months salary. I was here when we were owed 3 months salary. I was here when we were owed 6 months salary. Not until recently, where even during this present democratic situation, now we can get our salary, whether it's enough or not.
Mr. Okhiria, thank you for that. We interviewed Mr. Eshan yesterday, and he was talking about current litigations that are in the court right now. And he also complained about the non-implementation of some of the agreements that were agreed to a couple years back in terms of the Nigerian railway workers' welfare. My question to you now is, what way forward? This is day 2 of the strike, and it seems like everything is grounded. Could you speak to the economic impact that this could have on the country and whether or not it will be resolved in the next few days or if it's going to drag on?
You see, no particular problem can be resolved 100% in life. There is no particular problem, except we don't want to be honest with ourselves. But I think we should meet midway and move ahead and see how we can make the life better. I'm a realistic person. I don't deceive person. So, but as the union leader, I know them well and they know me well. And I tell them the truth, whether it's bitter or sweet. And we've been living on like that. So we continue to say the truth. Right now, in a few minutes now, we are meeting with them again, and we see what we can get out from it. They are quite I think we have worked amicably, and we continue to work amicably. So you see, there is no pattern. There is nothing like saying that is it not this pattern that led us to where we are. So life is dynamic, and the system is dynamic. So that's what I would say. I'm not in position to start arguing with
All right, Mr. Okhiria, we've seen the adjustments done to the Nigerian railway sector, and it's quite impressive. We've all seen it's quite shiny, and it seems a lot of money was pumped into the infrastructure. Another question most Nigerians are asking is, if you pump so much money into the infrastructure, Why not pump the same amount into the workers, as the workers are the ones that will have to maintain the way that these things are? It seems like they got left behind in terms of trying to upscale this Nigerian railway sector. Any comments on that?
No, there's no harm in that. There's no harm in that. We are saying the same thing. There's no harm in that. But I say there should be a process. You don't just wake up and the money to workers, and at the end, nothing. The money for infrastructure, you cannot use it to pay the recurrent. If we are making enough money, even the salary and wages records, we have that memo that said if you can make the money, bring what you want to pay yourself, and so we look at it and we approve.
Are you saying
But
that
as far government is the one taking your 100% bill, you must pass through the process of getting your allowances increased. That's where we are. They have said if you can pay what you are asking for, go and pay. But the workers and the labor union know that we are not in position to pay what we are asking for. We still need to pay backwards and meet the government to meet us somewhere.
All right, because I'm glad you're very optimistic about the outcome of this proposed meeting. But from what the union's body language is that the Minister of Transport seems to be standoffish in terms of the approach towards their plight. And if that still persists, I don't think anything will change, even though you're optimistic.
I don't think. No, I don't think so. I was on another television interview today with the union leader. They appreciated the effort of the minister. The minister used to meet with us every month when the construction was going on, and they relate with him. And he still met with them last week, Saturday. He flew in here about 11 p.m. on Friday, and he met with them. So, as I said, I've been here for 34 years, and no union will say that they have met the minister to talk of meeting often, like they meet the President Minister, Right Honorable Amici. So he was with them on Saturday. They discussed, and they had some. The union said we are here. The minister said we are here. So otherwise, there will not be negotiation if you don't have differences. So I think that's the best way to look at these things. I never had the union say so. You said the body language. I never had so. They had a meeting supposed to have a meeting with the minister, and something more prominent came up in Abuja, and the minister said, so instead of them come, let me come and meet with them. And he came and he met with them.
So if we are still at a crossroad, at a standstill after these meetings are done, what will be the way forward?
We have enough room. We have a day to go now, and maybe what we are even appealing for is that, okay, let's stop today, let's go back, let's provide service for Nigeria, and continue on where we stop. That's what we are saying. Now that they are giving us a warning strike, and after warning strike, we still have some time to work and maybe resolve the issue. Okay, add one day to that day. We have heard loud and clear. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Mr. Okhiria, we sincerely hope this issue is resolved soon and all parties are on the same page. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon on Newsday.